Hi there. In today's video, you can see I'm in a different setting than I normally am, and I'm getting a little bit of sunshine. It's a beautiful day here. And so I am in this video specifically going to talk to you about some ideas to help it be easier and more enjoyable when you're wanting your children to help clean up for themselves, after themselves, with your partnership. So I want to talk to you about some things to do and experiment with to make it easier for everybody. So the first thing is beforehand. You want to be thinking about, and we remember this sometimes, but we often forget it as parents, is you want to be thinking about what can you live with. So if, for example, let's say you've got friends coming over for dinner and you really want to have your house be a certain way when they come over. You want to think about that when your kids are saying, hey, can I get out this, or I want to do this art project or this or that. Because if you're already in the mindset of this is making it worse, this is messing things up, this is too much stuff, then it's going to be harder for you to stay calm and work with your kids throughout the play process and the cleanup process. So that's number one. Be prepared ahead of time. Think about what's really going to work for you. During the play, as you're approaching that cleanup time, I have some tips for you as well. So the first thing you want to do is you want to alert your kids early to the fact that it's going to be time to clean up. Because kids take longer to transition than adults. So if you just expect them to clean up and you tell them 10 seconds before that, they're likely not going to be ready, and then you're going to be thinking, why aren't they listening? Why aren't they responding? So you want to give them ample time to mentally prepare to shift gears. So you get to learn that with your own kids. What does that look like? How much time? Things like that. And just give them a heads up though. Hey, in a few minutes, or in 3 minutes, or in 10 minutes, we're going to be shifting gears. So play with the language, do what works for you. Once you let them know that, then you want to make sure when it is cleanup time that you connect with them first. Because remember, kids follow our instruction when they're connected to us. So you want to get that smile, you want to get that eye contact, you want to make sure they are really engaged with you so that they'll follow your instructions when you say, hey, it's cleanup time. The third thing you want to do is you want to lead the way. So I know so many of us want our kids to be able to clean up for themselves on their own, and they'll get there, but we need to help them along the way. So that means you take an active role. It's not just saying, do this, put this here. It's you putting lids on paint jars. It's you picking up crayons. It's you helping put away blocks. It's you putting away the bins after they put the materials in the bins, whatever it looks like for you. But you want to be leading that process and an active participant. Even if you would like for them to do it on their own, they'll get there. And the fourth thing, and I've already sort of alluded to it a little bit, is as much as you can, make it a playful process. Remember, kids live in the world of play. And so as adults, we tend to just say, do this, do that, this is the next step, this is what's after that. And that's not very fun. But you can even make that fun by using a silly voice or doing it to music or whatever that looks like in your family. So experiment, and yet the bottom line is make it as playful as you can. Now, then you've cleaned up, everything's wonderful or not. It's always a learning process. There are two things that I want you to do after the tidy away time. First of all, you want to thank your kids. Again, maybe they didn't put away as much as you wanted them to do. Maybe it was harder than you wanted it to do. Whatever. Still appreciate their efforts, their involvement, and let them know that you're paying attention. We all like to be appreciated, so do that for your kids. Hey, thanks for X, Y, or Z. Give them some specifics about what they did or how that supported you and the cleanup process. And the final thing is to pay attention. Okay, what worked? What didn't? What could I tweak next time? And now I say, what could I tweak next time? And yet I don't want you to say to yourself, well, Shonnie, I tried that thing once and it didn't work, so I'm throwing it out. Nope. You do want to experiment with these ideas multiple times. And you do want to be mindful of noticing what works for your kids, what works in your family. You may have kids who can really clean up a lot at the end of playtime. Others of you may have kids who really need to clean as they go because otherwise they're too overwhelmed. So pay attention, notice what works, tweak it, come back and do the other tips, the beforehand, the immediately beforehand and during, and then the after tips. So as always, I hope that's really helpful to you. And also, as always, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to post them on the video and share this video with others who you know want to have easier, more peaceful, and more effective cleanup times with their kids. Thanks so much. I'm Shonnie Lavender, the Conscious Moms Coach. Bye now.